Anonymity typically brings fear to those that experience it from the outside. Think of a horror movie. The scariest part of the horror movie is before you see the monster for the most part.
The scariest monster is no monster. Think about it. What's the point in every monster movie where it starts to lose the scary right before the end, right when they finally actually show you the monster full on?
It's the horror money shot. And just like porn, it all gets a lot less interesting as soon as the climax hits.
The cult classic movie, The Thing, uses this tactic to bring an air of mystery and paranoia in the film. Hit media games like Among Us use this device to pit friends against each other in a battle of dishonesty. Groups like /poll on 4chan or the ever mysterious Anonymous use their anonymity and numbers to cause fear, change, or memes in the media. Thalassophobia. People see a large body of water or even sometimes small bodies of water, and not knowing what is in there causes them to have an extreme fear of that area. All these instances of anonymity or the unknown cause discomfort or fear to those that experience them. But more and more recently, there's been a surge in the love of anonymity. Recently, anonymity has been more and more appealing to those on the internet. Maybe it's our continuous faceless interactions or growing trust in humanity as a whole.
In the roadway and avoid vehicular traffic.
Well, maybe not. But our love for faceless individuals has certainly grown more recently. Sure, we like some people for their personality or comedy, even if we can't see them, such as Swagger Souls or someone like the Unknown Comic. Or even back in the day when we were only able to hear people's songs or comedy routines through records. We weren't able to see their faces, really. There has always been these faceless celebrities, but we've never as a culture full-on simped for these individuals. If you don't know what a simp is, I have the perfect video for you. For instance, a great creator on this platform, YouTube, Corpse Husband, has been here for a while. He's always had an audience, but he's really started to grow simps, as we call them, ever since he started branching out from just horror stories and showing more of his personality and gaining more clout. The audience for Corpse Husband has always been there, but I don't know if the audience just really grew until the clout was there. It's some form of debate whether you think the simps came for Corpse Husband because of the clout or not. Either way, he's gotten really popular. This ain't coming for Corpse Husband or anything. He's a great creator, he's hardworking, he's got a great personality. But the simps after him go absolutely nuts when they see just a picture of the man's hand going, "Nah." This would be okay if it happened like one time, but it's like a repeated cycle. Take for instance Dream. He has legions of 12-year-old Belieber-esque fans after him, and they absorb as much content as possible from him. We know that you enjoy his content, that's normal, but they go beyond that, as I said. They're Belieber-esque fans that make questionable writings of him for someone they know next to nothing about in reality. Or even worse, people getting in a twist over someone that doesn't even exist. As you may or may not know, the film series Hotel Transylvania is releasing their 4th movie in their franchise. All right. Side tangent. Sony has released 4 movies of the Hotel Transylvania series in 9 years. It's been 11 years. 11 years since the last Shrek film. Why is it taking so long to make Shrek 5? Come on, DreamWorks, give me Shrek 5, at least a trailer, please. I'm begging you, give me a Shrek 5 trailer, please. Side tangent over. Anyways, people on Twitter began to freak out over Hotel Transylvania because they found out this guy is how the Invisible Man actually looks like in Hotel Transylvania. Now I'm all for simping over 2D characters. Yeah. But I'm not going to go make petitions to make the creators of that character change how that character looks like. All you Hotel Transylvania fans actively knew you didn't know what he looks like. That's his whole thing. But you choose to specialize him and make him personalized in your mind to what he should look like. You chose to make him attractive in your mind. And when that expectation fails, you went nuts about it. And you have the audacity to whine when that character doesn't meet your standards of how he looks like in your specialized vision. You knew you had no clue what he looked like. That was the whole point. So you shouldn't make him as attractive as possible. Or do make him as attractive as possible. But don't complain once he comes out to actually look like something else. Actually, I think this is one of the funniest jokes that the creators did on purpose. The creators of Hotel Transylvania have done. They made him look this way on purpose because they knew you maniacs on Twitter, on the internet, would freak out over this. It was well thought out. You played right into their hands. They're probably back at the studio laughing their cheeks off because it's the funniest thing to them, probably. If you want to get into mild conspiracy theory territory, they did this on purpose. Now, they could have a backup one, and they could be changing to what he looks like, but they're taking the Sonic approach. They're doing a bad one at first to get free PR, then change him to look better. Or not. This is all conspiracy theory. I've heard this floating around. Not 100% sure, but they could be taking the Sonic method. Of course, this is all just conspiracy theory.
That's just a theory. A game theory.
Unless, I'm just asking the internet, will you treat real creators like this once they don't match your standards, or if they don't match your standards? I hope not. There will probably be less outrage over a real person because that's a real individual over a cartoon character that's silly nonsense. But you never know. Especially because you can't create a petition to change how someone actually looks in real life. But I doubt that'll stop y'all from trying. So what's the moral in all this? There realistically isn't one. I guess just don't get too attached to people you don't actually know. Or else you'll end up on a show like Catfished one day. Ha!